What up, crew? How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. What up, All-Star? What up, Pilar? What up, Peggy? Belinda, Eric, what's up, dude? The Chanlace, how are you? Suzanne, Barb, Jerry. How's everybody doing today? What's up, Iris? Everybody see me okay? Hear me okay? Let me know. Let me know if we're good to go. Can you? What's up, Betty? What's up, Sonia? Dante, how are you? Veronica, what's going on? Carol, Lisa, what's going on? Crop, Nancy, Linda, Wayne, Joy, Natalie, Stephanie, Lisa, Telemaker, how are you? All right, so I'm going to... We probably also need to get the Facebook crew in here. So let me do my job here real quick. Let's get the Facebook crew in. What's up, Jerry? How are you? Nicole, what's going on? Jesse Gibson, what's up, dude? Facebook, what's up? We're live. We are live. Unless you're watching this later, then I was live. But day training today. All right. I am all hooked up with all of my good stuff as far as my... Got the tens machine kicking today, so we don't have... Hopefully, so we don't have a repeat of last night. Hopefully, man, we went down last night. That was a tough one. And then I also got the back brace kicking and got the Advil going, so we're good to go. We're good to go. So here's the deal. Some of you came to Facebook last night. You guys got a little heads up that other people didn't get to see, right? Which was cool. And then you got some of the stuff that we're going to use today. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to run through here today, a lot of people have been asking about the 3 new superscript fonts, or the super fonts that we released. So I'm going to go into CorelDRAW. Obviously, you can use them in Silhouette Studio. You can use them in Designer Edition. Charles, what's up, buddy? You, Tricia, how are you? Facebook. Let me say hi to the Facebook crew here real quick. What's up, Tricia? What's up, Charles? What's up, Pam? How are you? Marvina, how are you? Carmen, what's going on? So I am going to show you just kind of what's in each of the fonts, because again, I don't want you to just go buy something if you're not going to use it. The point of purchasing something like that, especially when it's like, who's my numbers guys today? Is Alan here? Eric here? Where is my numbers crew? How much is the 3 new fonts? So they're all only $20 each plus the 65% off. What are we talking numbers wise on it? I want to say it was maybe like $7, something in that range. Daryl, what's up, dude? How are you? So I want to say it was around 7. Don't quote me on that exactly, but I thought when we were talking about it last night or something, you guys said it was around $7. Well, that's stupid. It's easy. It's an even number of 20. So yeah, it's $7. So if it's 65% off, right? $7. So $7 for each of these. So what I'm going to do, and remember, when I show you the stuff in this font, you do not have to have the TRW Design Wizard in CorelDRAW. It's a true type font. You can use it in any software. Now, that being said, you guys know I'm always honest with you as well. So in Silhouette Studio, in Designer Edition, is it a little bit more difficult to pick the alternate characters? It's a little bit more difficult, right? Those of you who have Designer Edition or Silhouette Studio or Design Space, because just the way they set up their alternate characters, like one of them has it off to the side, and you have to look through all of them and so on. So it can be a little bit more difficult in those, but still works, okay? Where in CorelDRAW, it's super easy, and I'll show you how to obviously do that. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to make a quick shirt. I got to flip on the heat press. Nobody, what's up? You guys are slacking today, all right? I need all the help. I need all the help I can get right here. Got it? So and the reason why I need all the help I can get is I got all these Advils and everything going. You guys got to remind me to turn on the heat press. You guys know the rule. So, heat press going on. And we are going to get going here. So, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to bring you to the website, show you the different fonts, okay? Probably, I'm going to say tomorrow, okay? I'll give you all day today. Let me show you. So as I'm talking about this, you guys will be able to see it. Facebook, I'm going to flip you guys around, all right? So you can see the screen. So there you go, Facebook. And Facebook, let me pull it up so I can see your comments as well. Give me 1 second. And I am planning on doing part 2 of the TikTok. I posted part 1 on Instagram and Facebook today on the 5 tips and tricks for brushing in rhinestones. Hopefully you guys like that. Did YouTube, I didn't talk to you guys last night. I talked to Facebook last night, but did you guys all see that quick little 1-minute video? YouTube, let me know. Did you guys all see that quick little 1-minute video on my 5 tips and tricks for brushing in rhinestones? And obviously, to keep it to a minute, 5 is probably the most I can do. But I'm going to do a part 2, and I think, like I was talking about on Facebook last night, I think this is going to be a really, really popular, I guess you could call it a series of like these 5 quick tips and tricks. Because I think it's going to get you all a ton of information really quickly, but also to where it's not so quick that you can't understand it, like that it doesn't make sense to you. Does that make sense when I'm saying it that way? So if you haven't seen it, I'll just show it to you right here because I'm not playing like actual music, so YouTube won't care about it. It's more of me talking. Let me switch to the screen cam and YouTube right here real quick. And let me head over to TikTok here real quick. So good there. Let's go to the side. Let's click on TikTok here. Oh, by the way, and while we're here on TikTok, you need to go to this post right here, like, tag a friend and follow, because at the end of today's live, Kyle, at the end of today's live, from that TikTok, I'm giving away this full acrylic rhinestone tumbler. Giving this away, all right, from that TikTok. So, here's the deal, and this is the one I was talking about. I'm going to be quiet for a second because I don't want my sound on this to overtake you guys hearing this, okay? So you're going to hear me go silent here. Here's the deal, and this is the one I was talking about. Use the SS10 or 3mm rhinestones. The easiest to brush in, and they're going to be your most popular. And try to also make sure the circle sizes on your template are 0.135 inches. Tip number. And this is the one I was talking about. Use the SS10 or 3mm rhinestones. Hey there, Matt with the Rhinestone World, and these are my 5 key tricks to brushing rhinestones, part 1. Trick number 1, make sure you have a large workspace with plenty of area to brush around your stones. Trick number 2 is always try to use the SS10 or 3mm rhinestones. They're the easiest to work with, the easiest to brush in, and they're going to be your most popular. And try to also make sure you cut your circle sizes on your template to 0.135 inches. Tip number 3, make sure you use a large amount of stones when you're brushing into the template. It'll make it much easier for the stones to fall in. Trick number 4, there's 2 types of brushes, the handle brush and the monster brush. I only use the monster brush because it's got a bigger surface area to brush in stones. Trick number 5, don't try to guide in your stones. Make sure to go in large circles with the monster brush. Once you feel like most are in, go in straight lines and you're done. Hope you enjoyed my first video on 5 tricks for doing rhinestones. If you like this, make sure to comment. If you want to see part 2, let me know. And please share with any friends that this will help. Hey there, Matt with the rhinestone. Alright, sorry, the 30-second delay on YouTube was so long, I had to wait 30 seconds before I could actually play the sound on my computer. But I think these will be pretty cool for you guys. I think these will be pretty cool for you guys as far as just getting you quick tips and tricks to be able to help you with different things, right? Okay. Sound messed up, yeah. No, I don't think, that sound was kind of playing in the background. It should be good. But you'll be able to hear it. Just go to TikTok and you'll hear it clear. Chuck the little brush. Did you guys see that? Where I took the little brush and just kind of threw it to the side. Get that little thing out of here. All right. So let me show you the fonts that I'm going to go through today. Okay? The first one, and like I was getting ready to say, all of these today will be $20 and 65% off. Tomorrow morning, I will move them all to $30. Got it? All of them will go up $10 tomorrow morning. So, here we go. Superscript 6, this kind of just gives you an idea of what it is, but it just basically has 3, see how the A has 3 different versions, the B has 3 different versions, and so on? It's like our other superscripts where it just has multiple versions of each of the different characters, right? So that gives you an idea of that one. And I'll type with it to show you, all right? Let's go back. And superscript 7 is this one right here. Again, you're going to see multiple versions, but then you're also going to see something like the sample here that we did for Birthday Girl. So the font actually has the little hearts in it. The font has the little stars in it. The font has this little extra tail that swirls around with the heart in it. So again, what we try to do whenever you see a font of ours that's called superscript or super font, what that means is it has multiple characters to choose from. So technically, this is like 3 fonts in one, because basically each of the characters kind of have 3 different versions, but then it also has, I wouldn't necessarily, I guess you could call it clip art, but like the little tails or the heart or the star or so on, okay? And then the third one is superscript 8. And then superscript 8 is this one. It's a little bit thinner font, okay? And the reason why I'm showing you this one, or that we're going to use this one today, is the material that I'm going to use. You don't want it to be a real bulky design, okay? So the material we're going to use is a holographic, Caesar holographic heat transfer vinyl. But anytime you're using a holographic heat transfer vinyl or any of those little bit thicker vinyls, you want to make sure that you get or break the design up. It just gives a better feel on the shirt. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? And I posted these fonts, I think on Sunday or Monday. So they've been up for a couple days, but I told you guys today is when I was going to kind of show you them all. All right? So those are the 3 fonts, and what we're going to do now, oh, and featured Design a Day giveaway. Yes, Peggy, we've had them up for a couple days. But they're the same price as what they were a couple days ago. They were $20. So they've been $20 for the last couple days, Peggy. So you got the same deal. I would never list something as a brand new design and then a day or two later do a live like this and list it less. So if it is a delay as far as when we do the live, like I'm doing today, you will get it at that price like it's during the live. So don't worry about that. I like this one. You know what I love about these? I've gotten to the point, which is awesome, right? And it's hard to do this. I've gotten to the point where I trust our designers because they do an awesome job. So I've gotten to the point now where with these free designs, I'm being serious. I honestly, if I don't list it, which I list probably 1 or 2 a week, different designers and stuff are putting them on the website. I don't even see the design until it's listed. Like honestly, I just saw the new design for today. It's a pretty funny design. It's my t-shirt with a little cup of tea. So again, a free SVG file. There's 4 of them up there right now. They should have this morning taken down 2 of these already. So if you haven't got them yet, I would go right now and just grab the free designs because they might be in the process of taking them down now. They normally do between like 12, 11 and 2 is normally when they swap them out. So make sure if you haven't got any of these yet, go grab them right now, okay? Because they might disappear. And when they disappear, then they turn to $6 to $8 each. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna head over to Corel. And as you have questions and stuff, I'm just going to kind of show you what's going on. Yes, Suzanne, you got these fonts at the same price, of course. Oh, I see that you're saying you did, yes. So here's the deal. Come over to here, my text tool, and I'm just going to type, what do we want to type? We always type baseball, right? How about we go beach? So I'm just going to type out the word beach. And I'm just going to make 3 of them, okay? Oh yeah, you're good. So let's go beach here, and let's go over here to our font area. And again, we're using the TRW Design Wizard and CorelDRAW. And I'm going to do superscript 6, and that's there. Let's do 7. That's that one. And then let's do 8, which is this one. So these are the 3 different looks, okay? And here's the deal. With any of these, you can always move closer together, wider apart, whatever you want. I could, if I wanted to be a little bit taller, I can make it taller, I can make it smaller. I can be a baller, right? Sorry, I had to. I felt like I was singing the song. But if I double click, highlight my B, and I come over here and just hover over this, it'll switch to the different B. Hover over that, I switch to the different B. Hover over this, there's my initial B. And then as soon as I left click on it, that's when it selects it. So same thing on the H, click the little down arrow. If I want the H that has a little bit more of kind of a little tail look, there you go. Oh, Herm, I didn't even see you were here. Oh boy, Herm's going to have a new rap. Then I got this H here, and so on. See, I told you this Advil's kicking in. I'm going to be rapping like Herm soon. Now, if I want this one, where it can kind of tail up a little bit, I just click on it, and now it changed to that one. If I want a different E, highlight over it, and I want this E. I want this E. And they're just going to change a little bit, just depending on however you want it, okay? So, next thing that you'll see in each of these is, and I'm just going to break this apart, and let's just grab my E and bring it over here. If I hit the explanation point, it's going to add my tail underneath to where I could bring it over here. if I hit the, and I'll go through all of them, that and sign, it's a little bit different. The pound sign, it's a little bit different. The money sign, a little bit different. This one, and all of the actual symbols are all actually different kind of attachments. Yeah, right, Eric? So there's 10 of those for each font. Okay? So that one is font 6, which is $7 right now with the discount. This one right here, let's say I wanted to do a little design. What did it have? It had stars and hearts in it, right? Let's go something with a star. Maybe we're doing, I'm just trying to think of something here. Maybe we're doing like a onesie, okay? It's a newborn baby. Newborn baby, and we go, a star is born, or the star is born, or something like that. So let's just try that. I'm going to go the star. Star. That wasn't even close to spell it right. The star. But what I can also do, watch, before the T, I don't want that one. I don't want this one. I don't want that one. Ooh, I like this one. So this is the money sign, doing that little attachment right there, okay? So that is the money sign. So I'm going to hit yes with that. I'm going to break it apart, and then I can just make this a little bit bigger if I want. Or what I can do is I can break it apart again, and now that's detached to have this kind of go around that. See how cool that is? How you can just kind of adjust these to whatever you want. And then what I'll do is I can come over here. Maybe I want a different R. Highlight it. Drop down arrow. If I want the R that looks a little more like that. If I want the R that looks like that. If I wanted to see what options there are for an S, I could have an S that wraps around. I can have an S that brings up. So all of these, again, this was just the, like I said, the money sign to do this. So the star, and then let's go with is, and the star is born. Let's just move this out of the way for right now. Maybe I want born to be bigger, so I'm going to break that apart. Let's maybe move the is over to here, and we're going to have born be a little bit larger. Ooh, I kind of like this. Maybe we can get the is in there, because if it's going on a onesie, it's going to be a little more vertical, okay? So, the star is born. Now I got some filler areas. So, for my filler areas, I'm going to come over here and see what other elements I have. So, that could be cool. This little heart thing right here could be really cool at the end of a text, right? That could be awesome. And then there's kind of like a leaf look, a little flower, a little plant. There's a star, and there's a heart. So 9 is star, and 0, or I'm sorry, left parentheses is star, right parentheses is heart. So now I can come over and I can say, okay, well, I want is to be in the middle there. And we're just kind of making a little cutesy onesie shirt. And I want a star there. And maybe we throw a couple hearts in this area too. And then we can obviously change the colors to whatever we want, right? So if we wanted, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to weld them together. Okay, so I'm taking the star. Because, again, this is a script font, so we have an issue there, right? So when I'm looking at my wireframe here, when I weld this together, that fixes that issue. Correct? And then back to my enhance frame, and then maybe we say, okay, we're going to put this on a little girl's onesie. So I'm going to come over here to my Caesar glitter. And I'm going to go here and here. Maybe this is going to be more of a pinkish. And then this. And the two stars are going to be kind of more of a purple. Maybe the hearts are going to be, I would probably say let's get those into that purple as well. And we'll just keep the is as the pink as well. And now just with that font, we now have a shirt to be able to throw on to a onesie for a newborn, right? Or you could say, even if you didn't say the Star Madison is like, obviously customize it. Now you're able to charge even more for it, right? What's up, Jessica? How are you? Todd, Facebook, Charles, Carla, how are you? Deb, Pamela, Nicole, Facebook crew, what's going on? All right, so that one is TrueType Font or TrueType Font or Super Font 7. Right? That was 7. Let me make sure. That one was, I get them all mixed up. We have so many. That one was correct. That one was Superscript 7, which is $7 right now. Now let's head over and let's run another one with this. We typed out beach. We might as well do a beachy type design. I'm going to show you the vinyl before we do this design. Thank you, Pamela. I'm going to show you the vinyl we're going to use. I think I might use 2 different ones. So the vinyls we're going to use are, number 1, this is freaking sweet. So again, you guys never really see me put basic vinyls on a shirt. I like to be unique. I like to be different, right? So a lot of people don't really know this vinyl right here. This is the holographic rainbow pearl. Okay? Holographic rainbow pearl. Let me get it on the bigger screen for you guys here on Facebook or on YouTube just so you can see. So, pretty sweet, isn't it? So, give me, what do you want to put on the shirt? Something beachy. Give me a little beachy saying. And then the other color I'm going to put is the Tiger Lily Metal. So, holographic rainbow pearl with the Tiger Lily, did I say Tiger? Oh, Tiger Lily Metal, yes. So what we got? Hook me up with a couple, and this gives me a chance to get a drink right here. Oh, look at you, Juliet, before I even said anything about it. Good for you. I'm telling you right now, Rainbow Pearl Holographic is about to sell out. Especially when you guys see it on the shirt. The Tiger Lily Yellow is super, super cool too. And again, that's why I'm using 2 different types of vinyl to show you kind of what they look like. Here's the only thing that I'm not a huge fan. This is Caesar. This is Caesar heat transfer vinyl. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan about it is, and I tell you guys this all the time, I'm not a huge fan of the cold peel. I know the reason why it has to be a cold peel. That doesn't mean I have to like it. So, and the only reason, honestly, why I don't like the cold peel is more because it just takes longer. Like, you have to wait for it to cool down. Now, you can hold it up against the wall. Like, that was going to be one of my, I started making a list of all of those 5, the little quick little 5 tips and tricks videos. And I'm going to do one on heat pressing as well. One on the graphic, one in the Cameo. I'm going to make so many of those damn things. Just here for the beaches. That's funny. Okay, let me see here real quick. Give me 1 second. So, the metal, and I'm getting the exact from Caesar for you guys right here. The holographic, just to give you a heads up, the holographic is going to be at recommended 320 degrees at 15 to 20 seconds with a cold peel. The metal, 305 degrees for 10 to 15 seconds with a cold peel. So they're both cold peel. One's 320, one's 305. Are we going to change our heat press because one's 320 and one's 305? The freaking Rainbow Pearl is freaking amazing, isn't it, Denise? I agree. Yes, you can do all those features with the fonts with the Cameo. That's correct, Quana. All right, so that's a funny one too. There's so many kind of, I want to get crazy as far as much adult humor. But as I see most of you typing the different beach kind of sayings, you see a lot of, I'm just here for the beaches. Someone just put, beaches be salty. That's pretty funny too. I don't know that I've heard that one. I'm sure I've seen it out there, but beaches be salty. Let's see what that looks like. All right, let me flip you guys around. Let me give you the big screen. Facebook, let me move you guys over here. But the reason why I like to do it this way, as you guys know, I tell you all the time, the reason why, this is my beach face. The reason why I like to do it this way, where you guys say stuff, is it gives you more of a representation of kind of how a customer will come to you and say, can you make me a beaches be salty shirt in a shiny material, right? That's kind of what somebody would come say. Can you show me like a shiny material and make it say beaches be salty? I'm like, sure, I can do that. So let's see. We'll use this font, see what it looks like. So I got beach typed already. I'll go beaches, resting beach face. Both of you said that at the same time too. Okay, so I got beaches, and then I'm going to bring this down, and I'm just going to do B, and then I'm going to bring this down, and we're going to go salty. So first thing I want to do, oh, jeez. I'm going to have to simmer down the, All right, so first thing I can do, what I love to do with the fonts, is I love to break them apart, okay? And the only reason why I like to break them apart is because then I can adjust it however I want. Even though I could get away with this, if I hit the B, break apart, and you can do it in Silhouette Studio and Designer Edition and Design Space and everything else, but then I can move the individual letters kind of wherever I want. And you can even get crazy and say, make that one a little bit skinnier. Move this one in a little bit there. If I want to move all three of them, I just highlight all three of them and move them all in a little bit, okay? So I got beaches. Now I'm just kind of looking at this and saying, okay, how am I going to want to arrange this? Let's go break that apart. Let's bring this maybe out a tiny bit. Kind of like that look. Good with that. Now, do I want to use any of my alternate characters? So, highlight my S, drop it down. I got the S where it wraps up. I got the S where it has a little addition on the top. Do I want to use one of my extra Ys? I got a Y where it moves up to the top. Obviously not, because I have a T there. I have another Y. I kind of like this one where it tails up to the right there. Oh, great. Todd's in here. Now it's going to turn into... I kind of like that one, so let me move over to that one. So highlight over it and click, and now it has a little bit more of kind of that tail going up. Now I'm looking at this and saying, okay, what else can I do to this, right? everything looks pretty good. The font looks pretty good with it. I'm kind of happy with that. So if I'm happy with this part, maybe I bring it a little bit closer. I'm going to weld that together. I got the B right here. Now, see how I made B smaller? Does anybody notice anything any difference between beaches and the B right here? Other than obviously it's a different word and it has different letters. So I don't need a smart ass. So seriously though, what do you see a difference? What's the biggest difference when you look to it or look at that? What's the biggest difference you see with beaches versus B? David, this is the TRW Design Wizard and CorelDRAW. This is our software built onto CorelDRAW. You got it, yes, the weight, the thickness, exactly, like every one of you are saying. So because I wanted to make the B smaller, okay, here's what I can do. I can just come over here to the wizard, right? Go to my magic boundary on the bottom right corner right here, and I'm going to add a contour to it, and maybe I'm going to add a 0.04 magic boundary. So if I did that and click, that just made it thicker. I think that's a little bit too thick. So I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to do a 0.02 magic boundary. Bring the black away, and now I think it's a little bit closer, don't you guys? Now it almost looked kind of like a different font when it was that thin. It's almost like the difference between, obviously, just regular and bold. So a lot of people are always saying, man, this font doesn't have bold and so on. Well, with the magic boundary tool in the wizard, you can technically make any font bold just by creating a little magic boundary around it and deleting the original. So, should be good. Should be good. So I'm going to go with that. Now I'm going to grab my salty. I'm going to make this a little bit larger, and we're going to have this kind of come up into this range here. And I want that to be a little bit larger. I'm going to bring my B right here just to see how that's going to be. I'm looking at beaches, and it's looking a little bit thinner. So let's see what would happen if I did a 0.02 magic boundary with that. So you can see that thickened it up a little bit just to get it a little bit closer. And now what I want to do is I want to add a little something extra to this. So I'm just going to type a Q. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go to my fonts, and I'm going to pull from that same font, font 8. And let's see what different elements I have with this. That's going to be for the front of it. Ooh, I kind of like this. What if I just grab this, and this could almost be kind of the beach down below. I want it to go through the Y. This is kind of almost the beach sand. So let's actually flip it around. And what's cool about this, and hopefully it helps you guys, I had no idea we were creating this design. So I'm trying to kind of think it through in my head with you guys here to create it. So I knew I was going to knock the Y through this, so I think it looks better with it coming up like this and down like that. So I'm going to be good with that there. And I'm just going to turn that a different color for now just so you can see it. All right? I'm going to take the Be Salty, or the salty part of it, and I know it's not welded together yet because of that, so I'm going to weld that together. And let's go back to my enhance frame. I'm going to bring that to the front, and then this time I want to create a contour, but I also want to knock out this little area. Okay, so to do that, I also want to click Remove Shapes Behind, click on Salty, and do a magic boundary. And see what that did to it? So now, even if that were the same color, it kind of knocked out that little area. Everybody got that? Now, what if we wanted to add something to this? And I agree. I like that, Pilar. Let's do it. I like that idea. Pilar said maybe add... Amazon just got mad at me. Or Alexa. Yeah.
Sorry, something went wrong.
Alexa, be quiet. I'm in the middle of a live. Shh. You're going to get unplugged. All right. Pilar said add a second one. Kind of looks a little bit more like a wave. I'm good with that. Weld those two together. How about Danielle? Appreciate your support. Major League member. Welcome, welcome. So now that I have two of them there, I can, again, magic boundary. Knocks it out like that. Now, what if I wanted to add something else? So if I wanted to go add artwork, do we want to add like a shell? I mean, we could. We don't need to. Oh, look what I just did. I was working with the 6.0 on this computer. Remember the button from a couple weeks ago? That every time I tried to open a file, I just hit that. Because I put it back on the computer. Oh, that stinks. Let's do it again. I need to think about that ahead of time. Alexa, go to your room.
Sorry, something went wrong.
I can't say her name. Shells? Okay, we'll add two shells. So, what did we do? Beaches be salty. Now you get to see it from the start. So, beaches. I had the autosave on. I could pull it up in the autosave, but I'm assuming you guys would rather just see me do it again real quick. Right? So, I got beaches. Just as I'm not explaining every one, just to see how quickly you could do it. Beaches be salty. Let's take the B. Let's shrink that down. Let's take the beaches. Let's break that apart. It does save it, Janessa. Yes, I have it on a 5-minute autosave, and I could have pulled it up on that. But I think it'll help you guys more if I just run through it again real quick. But every time I'm going to open a file right now, because I was working on that 6.0 stuff on this computer, it's going to do that right now. So I'm going to have to be careful. Yes, Patrice, that was a good one. Patrice said, yes, Alexa told you something went wrong. She sure did, and it did. I think I got mad at her and she crashed it. All right, so with salty, again, I'm going to break it apart. We're going to pull this apart just a tiny bit with the T and the L. And I'm going to make the L a little bit wider there. I'm going to use the other Y. Remember, we switched to Ys. We went with the one with the little kind of swirly coming off it here. And then I'm going to weld that together. I know, right, Christy? Okay, so with the B, we need to do that quick little magic boundary. What did we do? 0.02 last time, right? There we go. Thicken that B up a little bit. And here we go. So we got beaches. And I'm going to go about size-wise that we're going to want. We're going to go pretty big with this design, 9+ inches. Maybe close to 10 inches, actually. And we got salty. And we got the B right there. And resize my workspace. I just come over here and click on that. We got 250. By the way, yes, I forgot to mention, to share, Dale. Like Dale just said, if we get to 400 live, on YouTube today, Facebook, what's going on? If we get to 400 live on YouTube today, I will give away a full artwork pack as well. And whoever wins a full artwork pack, just to let you know, it's a full artwork pack of any of our 54 volumes. You pick which one is your favorite of our 54 volumes and you get it. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to save this into my documents real quick. I'll just save it here. Save it on, what did I save it under? Music. Just to be safe, okay? And then I'm going to also, like I did before, thicken up beaches just a little bit. Don't need much on that. And then let's add our little additions. So for our little additions, all I did is, and I'll let you know which one it was, which I think it was the money sign. Nope. There's the little heart. There we go. It was the @ sign. So kind of to form the little wave underneath. But remember, the wave went this way. And remember what I did, I flipped it around. So I just clicked mirror horizontally. That way. You know what we could do? I got an idea. Since we're adding waves, even though I said I was going to use the tiger lily, let me see if I have any of this. Hold on. You guys know what I'm looking for? Who knows what material I'm looking for to see if it's possible or if I have any that we can do it. I don't know if I do. I might have used it all. I might have used it all in our last live training. I'm hoping I didn't. Dang it, I think I did. I got green. Oh man. I was going to use what better to use than the ocean blue blast, right? And I was hoping I even had a scrap of it left, but I don't. Oh, dang it. That's fine. We wanted to see the tiger lily anyway. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be they're pink waves today. Pink waves. All right. Let's go ahead and weld that together. And let's take Salty. That's welded together already. I'm going to move it to the front. And we're going to do a magic boundary. I think I did a 0.09 last time. Magic boundary, and that knocks that out. Now, looking at this here, I'm actually going to move this up even a tiny bit more. And let's go magic boundary. There we go. Because I had a little sliver there. That would have been a pain in the butt to weed. Okay? So, here's the thing I want to do is, there's a chance, I'm going to save quick. There's a chance, because of what I was doing with the 6, that my artwork, because this is what I was working on, and let's give it a try. If it shuts it down, I just saved it. So, CDR, and let's go shell. Let's see if it's going to, oh, there we go. What do you guys want? A sand dollar, shell, what do you think? I would say maybe this seashell right here. Let's see what that one does. And then I want to bring this one in. You want to use black rainbow? Do you guys want to use black rainbow for the waves? I'll do that. But let me try one more thing. Let's go add artwork. Let's go to my CDR and let's just see. I got a starfish. I even have a starfish with glasses on. Um, you guys want starfish or shell? And we can just kind of throw them off to the side, angled a little bit. This could be dangerous if you put two of them on there, right? So be smart about it. Okay, I want to show you something, how you can edit something on the fly, right? How you can edit something on the fly. I think the starfish would look pretty good here. And maybe we went with just a starfish, okay? But what's my issue? I don't necessarily want the starfish, or we could if we wanted to. We could have the starfish be part of the little tail there. I kind of like it not being part of the tail, so watch. Even though this is all welded together, I'm going to show you what I would do. I would click on that. I would come over to my eraser tool, and I would erase part of the tail of my Y right there. Everybody see what I did there? After I do that, then I'm going to delete a couple of the nodes here. Take my edge, round that up, and now it's fixed. I like that. I like that better. Okay, oh, I deleted part of my S over there, so let me Control Z and go back. There we go. I don't know how I got all the way over there to delete that. I must have clicked on something on the side there. Yeah, see that? Whoa. That's weird. Let's try it this way. Boom. There you go. If that doesn't work, just cut it with the knife. Once you cut it with the knife, then see how it doesn't have a handle on this side? Okay? You could use the smooth or to curve, or another way you can do it that a lot of you guys have seen me do. I can come over here and I can go to my smooth tool. I'm going to do a 1 and just smooth it out like that. So there's probably 10 different ways I could have done that. I love the smooth tool. Like if you're not good at working with nodes and editing nodes, the smooth tool is really awesome. Okay? So now that we have this, even though I'm not going to use this seashell, can someone tell me with this seashell what an issue would be with a vinyl cutter? What kind of issue am I going to run into with this seashell? Think of a vinyl cutter, right? What's up, Barbara? What's up, Ofina? How are you on Facebook? You see that? That's a bit of an issue, right? That's going to be really hard. That's going to be really difficult to weed, and it's probably going to tear that up. Does everybody agree? Here's what I would do with that. Quick fix, awesome fix. I would grab my ellipse tool. I would draw a circle. And I'm going to turn it pink just so you can see it. I would bring my pink circle over here, which pretty much matches that bottom part right there. I would click on my seashell, and I can make it bigger if I want, no problem. Right there, I would click on my seashell, I would weld it together, problem solved. That's, again, how easy it is. That seashell still looks great, right? Now, those spots aren't so small that it's going to be a complete pain in the butt to weed it. And it's not going to rip it up. So, just adding a circle, welding it together, now it has points to come to cut easier. Cut easier means weed easier, right? So again, just cool little tricks that took 5 seconds to do it, but I promise if you weeded 50 of these seashells not doing that, it would take you 10 times as long, maybe 20 times as long, and I guarantee you would waste material. Because if you're using a CAMEO or something, it would have cut that all up to where it would have cut it to shreds. Agreed? All right, let's delete that. So, Beaches Be Salty. We're going to use Black Rainbow for this part, okay, for these two. Weld this together. And then Beaches Be Salty. I'm going to weld that together, and that is going to be our rainbow holographic. So, and I'm just going to turn them random colors for right now. Don't pay attention to it. I want you guys to give me a hint on what you would do for this. Okay? Check this out. I'm going to go, let's say, look at your design and look at your elements whenever. Has anybody here ever created a design and created a t-shirt, okay? And when you put it, because it has like swirls going off to the side or different things like the star popping out, everybody always thinks in their head, or they'll hear me say, women's shirt 9.8 to 10 inches. And then you put that, let's say, 10-inch shirt on, or 10-inch design on a shirt, and it looks small because it had some weird tail going out, and that counted as part of the 10 inches. So the main part of the design looked kind of small. Make sense? So what I always say is, if you have, like we do here, these kind of little wavies that we made and the starfish that's going out past it, don't think about, I have to make it exactly 9.8 inches, right? Look at it and say, okay, man, I got that going out. And if you want to physically see it, you can even just go to the edge of your font and say, okay, from there to there is really only 9.4 inches. So the main part, the focus point of my design is really only 9.4 inches. I really want that to be like 9.8 inches. So now my square is 10 inches. Let's maybe go a tiny bit smaller. Now my square is 9.878. But my overall design is 10.9. Does that make sense to you guys as far as how I did that, or what the thought process was behind that? Now my main part of the design isn't going to look tiny on the shirt, right? All right, so got that. Let's go ahead and boom, and check this out. This is where I want to show you something pretty cool, okay? You guys like it when I spend a little extra time and talk about like how much money you have involved in this shirt and stuff, or do you just want to make the damn shirt and say, shut up, Matt? I'm good either way. Let me know. Do you want to see the kind of a way to save money, or do you want me to just make the shirt? And I'm going to change them to, let's just say, I'm going to act like I'm using, I don't have the pearl in here. I do, but it doesn't really look exactly like it. It looks pretty close to it, though. So there's my pearl. And then Tiger Lily, I know we don't have in here yet. So I'm just going to go that for the Tiger Lily. Or I'm sorry, the Black Rainbow. Black Rainbow. Here's what's cool, okay? Highlight it all. Go to templates, and I'm going to do my vinyl overcut. And then this is what I get, okay? So if I came back to page 1 and I say, okay, what is my cost in this? And this is based off of buying it a lot less as far as size-wise. I have 88 cents in, let's call it Black Rainbow, and $1.24 in the Pearl for $2.12 total. Okay? $2.12 total. So, let's hit OK. If I were to do this, that, to me, that's a lot of wasted vinyl right there. Does everybody agree? even though it might save me a split second in weeding, that's a lot of extra vinyl right there that I'm wasting. So what I could do is I could come over here and just to calculate it a little bit better, all right, because I did the vinyl overcut, I can't just grab it. So I'm going to highlight my star right here, and I'm going to move him down to here. And don't pay attention to kind of what it looks like right now. I'm just trying to maximize my material, okay? So I'm moving that all the way to right there, and I'm feeling pretty good with that. Highlight it. It's only 13 inches, so it still fits my 20-inch material, right? Let's take this, and let's see what my cost is now. So if I go to my money sign here, we were at $2.12. Just by that one move right there, I dropped it all the way to $1.74. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? I mean, you look at that and you're like, okay, 74, that's 25, 32, 33 cents. We just saved 33 cents on every one of those shirts that you make. What if you made 33 cents doesn't sound like a lot, but if you make 10 of those shirts, guess what? You just saved $3.30. You make 100 of those shirts, you just saved $33. That's pretty good. Does everybody agree? That's pretty good savings to have 33 cents less in material cost on something like that, just by adjusting one piece. And we're going to cut it this way because I want to show you how I would press it, obviously, like that as well. Okay? And that's, again, something that's a really cool feature. Yes, exactly. About 15% in cost savings. So here's another way to think of it, and this is the way I always love to think of it. If I could rearrange, see, I'm doing it again. Look, hold on. I gotta get to the main screen. What we got? Whenever I see people getting excited because I'm saving them money, I always get goosebumps. Can you guys see them? But, okay, let me go back. So here's the way I think of it, just like somebody said there with the 15%. You're saving 15% in the material, okay, in material costs. So think of it this way. It's basically like you gotta, if you're smart enough to make that little change, basically it's like you got a 15% coupon code to buy that material. You're creating your own coupon code in material cost because you just saved yourself money by being smart and rearranging it, right? All right, so let's go ahead and highlight this entire thing. We're going to come over here to our templates, and we are going to do a vinyl overcut, and this time it's going to look like this, right? So what we need to do now, we need to head over to the cutter. So Facebook. I'm going to bring you guys over here. YouTube. Let me get you guys over here. And let me flip my screen around here real quick. And what are we at? 10 inches by, so launch and cut plot CM4. And let's head over to our production cameras here. I know, isn't it cool to create your own coupons? So not only do you maybe get a discount because we're running a sale, yeah, don't pay attention to my wires hanging out. I'm like the bionic man here. All right. I told you I'm going to try and get better with this, so I'm going to try to, okay? So what I'm going to try and get better with is get a little fan kicking here, is test cutting. Okay, so we said we were going with, here is, looks so sweet. This is our rainbow pearl, okay, holographic, Caesar. I'm going to load this in here. Let's get this to my size I need. It's all straight. lock it down. Oh yeah, I still... Number for today is 400. 400 is the number for today. So I'm going 1 for front edge. I do. I put in new batteries for it. They ran out last night. And I'm going to do a test cut. So again, YouTube, you're going to get the best view for this. So to do my test cut, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here, and I see condition, test. That's going to bring this up. I'm going to change my force to what I think I want to cut it at. Remember, I have an old blade in here, so I'm going to go force of 18 just to see. Okay? And then hit enter. Cut test, left or right. I'm going to get to the left, and then enter. All right, there's my test cut. I'm looking at this. It did not cut all the way through, which is good. And I'm pulling it off to the side there. That actually weeded nice. So I'm feeling good with that. So I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to go menu. And I know my force is going to be 18 for this. All right, so running this at a force of 18. What's up, Denise? How are you? What's up, Trisha on Facebook? Barbara, how are you doing? So here's the thing. I did my test cut right there. But if I look at my design and I don't have any actual part of my cut, think of it. Think of this with me, okay? Think through this. I did a small test cut with that square in the corner, right? What everybody does is after they do a test cut, they always move and set a new origin, because they don't want that to screw up their design, right? If your design does not have anything that it's going to cut in that area, who cares if it cuts into the weed box a little bit? But if it's not taking away your design, it's not a lot, but you just saved, I'm going to call it an inch worth of material along the side right there, right? Again, anytime you can save a little bit of money. So, I'm going to come over here to the software, and I think I'm actually going to be able to get away with a force of 17. I think that was a little bit thick there. So I'm going to go force of 17. I have it mirrored. I have the Beaches Be Salty, and I'm going to go send. Checking it as it's cutting here. Looking pretty good to me. That looks good. What I'll always do, just be careful when you do this. If you put your finger kind of up underneath right there, you'll feel if it's cutting through. And the great thing about the GraphTech, if it is cutting through, you can hit pause and change your force on the fly. And yes, we're going to do our normal stuff, okay? But just to let you know, we're going to do our normal stuff. If we get to 400, or we'll do our giveaways, okay? We'll do our giveaways, and then like I said, I'm going to stay on today, and we're going to do a TRW lab as well. So it's going to be a little bit longer today if you want to hang around for the TRW lab. Trudy, thank you. Thanks for coming. Marianne, appreciate you coming by. I actually have my speed set at 40 and acceleration of 1. I should have sped that up, obviously. All right, and I need to get my black rainbow too. So the black rainbow piece doesn't need to be very big. As you guys know, take this off. Do not start weeding that, right? Because we don't want to waste time. Here, I got some black. Ooh, is this a piece of black rainbow? Oh, yeah. That's a good one there. Piece of black rainbow. And just real quick, I'm just going to look at my 11 3/4. So that looks good there. That looks good there. Let's drop that down. 1 for front edge. The Graphtec is so smooth. I can't tell you what the TRW lab is. It's still a secret. You're going to have to hang around to see. All right, so good with that there, and we said about 11 3/4. So let me head over here real quick. What's up, Scott Simpson? Love my Graphtec. I agree. I don't know that I've really found anybody that said that they don't love it. So, next thing, and let me just show you guys this real quick. A big thing when it comes to this material, a lot of people will cut these little edges right here. If you do want to save as much material as possible and you're okay with it, I could have not used a weed box with this because the cut lines are super easy to see in this, right? So had I not used a weed box, what I could have actually done is I could have not used a weed box at all and trimmed along the edge to try to save a little bit more. But again, that's where you're getting a little crazy with it. Uh-oh. I just heard lightning. We can't have that. But it could possibly save you a little bit of material, but it's not going to be a big difference. All right, we have our black rainbow loaded in. Never been on a TRW lab. So what a TRW lab is basically, no, I don't want to update. Okay, so a TRW lab is me trying stuff out for you, okay? And what I do is I'll try, oh, it's only 11 inches. So, I got to think here. 11 inches, 13.5. How long was it? Oh, it's plenty long enough. I'll just rotate it. So let's come over here to launch and cut plot CM4. Facebook, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing in the software right now, but all I'm doing is bringing the cut file over. I'm going to rotate that there. Good to go. And I should be good with a force of about 17. I'm going to speed it up to 60. I should be good with a force of 17 on the black rainbow. I hope so. Oh, pause. Woo! Look at that. I got a little cocky there. I didn't have enough length for it, and it shot it off to the side. But I'm going to quit job, and yes, clear. What was awesome about that is I was able to pause it so I didn't lose all of this material. And and I'm looking at it, it is long enough. Does anybody notice anything with this material, with this cut? What do you guys notice on this? And it may be pretty hard to see, but let me know what you see. Like there to there. See how you can tell I manually cut that? So because I manually cut that, it was a little bit off. What happened is when it fed all the way down, I tried to hit it perfectly edge to edge. It fed all the way out, and then it started missing this pinch roller. Right? So I normally tell you to do this, and I didn't do it this time, so that's my fault because I should have rotated it and checked. What you normally want to do is this. Bring it down, bring it all the way out here. Look, it's getting close again. But I think that should be pretty good. Okay, I'm actually going to even change it a little bit more. Because what's going to happen is if I miss that, so I can see this is the skinnier side. And let's do it this way. How many of you guys have done that before? Where you manually cut something, you line it up perfectly here, but then as it feeds through, because you cut it crooked, it gets offline. Happens a lot, right? So now that's the wider side at the back right there. And I can see I'm still a tiny bit off, but not bad. tiny bit off. What's up, Joyce? How are you? All right, coming back over here. And Facebook, can you guys hear me at all when I'm off to the side over here? Let me know. I don't know if I'm too far away where you can't hear me at all, or hopefully a little bit you can at least. Hey, have a good day, Joyce. So, good with that, and I'm going to drop that back down to 40 just in case, and let's see what we get here. There we go. Now I had a good feed going all the way down, so I know it's going to cut. Now, it's saying continue job here, and I'm going to hit yes, because the material hit the wall in the back, popped it up, and it thought it was missing the sensor. So I'm going to hit continue job. Uh-oh. What happened to my comments in YouTube? Hey, YouTube, can you guys hear me okay? Or can you guys... Okay, there I see my comments in YouTube. For some reason, they were frozen for me. Now we're back. Sweet. I just saw... So I cut my first piece of gunmetal reflective vinyl on the dull side, which is actually the carrier side. Dang it, turned out on the right side. Karen, if it didn't cut all the way through, you should still be able to use it. But the dull side is the side you want to cut. The shiny side is the carrier sheet. Okay? All right, so let me get you guys down here. And let's go ahead and weed these real quick. And you can see I'm not even really paying attention to this holographic. And I don't know how many of you have used holographic before, but I'm not going to lie. This Rainbow Pearl holographic, if holographic could have a soft feel or a softer feel or a less thick feel, to me, just my opinion, this Rainbow holographic has a thinner feel than a regular holographic. And any of you that have used it, let me know. Do you agree with that? Does that make sense? I feel like it has a thinner, better feel than all of your normal holographics that you always use. And remember, this one's going to be a cold peel. Obviously, I can use that probably for a shirt, all types of things. For decals, I was making some little decals for Bling Anything with this material, which are these. So I could throw a bunch of names for tumblers. So definitely, anything you can save with a material like this, or any material, make sure you save it. I never used regular hollow, just ordered the Rainbow Pearl last night. Got it, Lisa? I have a love-hate with hollow. And that's the thing. That hollow, or this holographic just seems, oh man. I thought I had cut it on the side where it had the weird piece, but I'm good. Now this that I'm weeding here, of course, is the Black Rainbow. And some of you, most of you probably wouldn't even have noticed, we actually went out of stock again with the Black Rainbow on Tuesday. And it was literally only out of stock for probably like 4 hours. And then the new shipment came in. So if you were during that 4-hour time frame where it was out of stock on Tuesday, it is back in stock for the Black Rainbow Blast. But I'm not sure. Oh, shoot, sorry. Give you guys a better view here. I'm not sure if you guys can see much, but these tiny little starfish circles in here, they're super, super small. And I'm not sure if you can see how easy I'm weeding these, because this material is just so easy to weed. This reflective has probably got the coolest feel, like when it's on the shirt to me, of the different materials. Kind of like a soft, kind of suede type feel. Alright, good to go. Let's go over and press this stuff. So, heading over to the heat press here. We are using, of course, our 16 by 20 Hotronix Max Press for this one. And Facebook, I'm going to bring you guys on over here. Yes, right, Denise? It weeds way easier than the other holographics. I agree. So I'm going to press this onto, of course, one of our Bella Canvas shirts here. So, take my shirt. We got two cold peel designs, which could be an issue when it comes to shrinkage, right? So the way that we did this design, obviously it's not going to be an issue, but with some designs, if you don't have much of a area for give, like on a 3-color live text, using two cold peels can cause some issues. All right, good to go with that. Obviously, I'm doing the bigger design of my, oh, that looks so freaking sweet. Could you guys see, I'm not sure how good you can see this material in the video here, but like me visually looking at it right now, like right now it looks like a blue, but then part of it's purple. But then when I start to lay it down, it almost turns like a pink. And then it almost turns like a yellow-orange. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you can see it at all in the video. Let me know if you can. So when you're looking right at it, it almost looks blue. Then as it moves a little bit, it starts to turn purple. Move a little bit more, then it starts to turn pink. And then move a little bit more and it starts to turn like an orange. Let me know. Can you guys see it? It's freaking awesome. Like as soon as I went and sat it down on the shirt, it literally showed all of those colors to me. All right, so looking at this, I'm looking armpits, I'm looking left chest, left side, I'm looking right side. Big design, which is exactly what I wanted. I got the armpits going right across kind of the top third, I would say, of the design. Because remember, we still have our black rainbow going on the bottom part of the design here. So I'm going to say that looks pretty good for me. So it's recommended at 320 degrees for 10 to 15 seconds. But black rainbow is going to be around 300 degrees for 8 seconds. And oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I still had in my head, oh, that looked so sweet. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I need to do one thing real quick. And I'll post these later. I want to take a picture of all the different color ranges that we're seeing as we do this. So when I go there, it's there. When I go here, it's there. When I go here, there. When I go over top, it's blue. When I go over to here, it's almost like a green. That looks so freaking cool. I'm going to do a quick little video as well. So, kind of like a yellow to an orange to a pink to a purple, to a blue, and now I need a TikTok version. See, I'm making the video as we're live. All right, thanks. Now you guys will see that video later, and I'll throw some music to it. All right, so, and I was heating up my heat press a little bit because I was only at 300. So, good to go with that. Inside cavities look all good. Boom, 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 good to go. So I'm going to go, I'm only at 311. So I'm going to go to about probably 12 seconds, maybe the full 15. Because again, it's recommended 320 degrees. And now the only thing is I need to obviously go with a cold peel on this. So what I like to do is, and I know some of you won't be able to see, I don't want to move all the cameras though. Facebook, you should probably be able to kind of see. I'm going to come over to this table and just kind of put it against the table to pull out the heat. And let me refresh my comments while we're at it. Where are we at? We at 300 yet, by the way? Where are we at numbers-wise? YouTube? 300 yet? Okay, that should be good. Let's bring it on back. I'm coming back, Facebook. Don't worry. And any of these holographic type vinyls, I like to kind of roll it off like this. That looks amazing. Ooh, that was a tough squat. Looks beautiful. Now, we're coming back with our black rainbow. That's going to go through there, like that. And then we're going to just put our little starfish. I'm going to trim these edges off here, just so it's not on my holographic at all. That's going to go right there. And then what I'll actually do, I just threw it in the trash, but I'm going to come back and grab it. If you don't have a cover sheet, if you can't find your cover sheet, just bring back your carrier sheet from before, and you can just drop it on top to basically use as a cover sheet. Okay, so with my black rainbow, it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, with my black rainbow, that's normally about 300 degrees for about 8 seconds. So because I was set at 315 degrees, I need to go a little bit less with that. And then also, be careful, because when you come back to your original material again, it's heating it back up again, right? So let me grab this. Let's pull off our black rainbow here now. And let's pull off our black rainbow here. Good to go. And now I'm going to come back with the cover sheet for just a quick little press, because I want to show you something that happened. No, you can use any type of material. So, here's a recommendation for you guys. Now that I just pressed this, okay, here's a recommendation I have for you guys. And it's just going to help you. So, let me move Facebook back over here. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it in the video here, but can you guys see it all? And you can see as I move it around. Let me find a spot where I can bring it in really close here. Can you see a little crease, like right there? I mean, it's pretty hard to see, But can you see that little crease right there? And you'll see a little one right there. There's a couple little creases. I mean, you aren't going to see it just looking around the shirt, obviously. But there's a small little crease that you're going to see, okay? What that small little crease came from was my black rainbow and the carrier sheet. And technically, there would have been no way to avoid that. However, there is a way to avoid it. If I were to make this shirt again, because I know black rainbow can handle that and it would cover the full design, here's what I would do. I would actually put my two pieces of heat transfer vinyl together, just basically line up the two sheets, stick them to each other, have the black rainbow on the bottom, okay? If the black rainbow is on the bottom, line it up on the shirt, got it? Pull off the rainbow pearl, press the black rainbow. 8 seconds, hot peel, right? Or warm peel. Then come back with the cold peel second, so I'm not hitting a cold peel twice, and I won't get that small little seam. Does that make sense to everybody? What I'm trying to say there? So, even though a customer's never going to see this, okay? So that's not a huge deal customer-wise, but you will see it. So if you did your pressing that way, press the rainbow first and then come back with your cold peel. If possible, you always want to do your cold peel last because then you'll get basically less shrinkage. Now, real quick here, let's see if, I'm going to turn off all my lights, or at least those lights, and let's grab, I'm going to get Facebook. So Facebook, you're there, and boom, so good. There's black rainbow, baby. Lights off, lights on. You guys ready, YouTube? Black rainbow at its finest. Lights off, lights on. Lights off, lights on. That's the black rainbow reflective. So any of you that haven't seen that before, kind of as the light hits it, and it's really actually kind of cool. I'm kind of glad you guys, oh sorry, I'm going to make you guys dizzy. I'm kind of glad you talked me into that color, because when the light does hit it at the right angle, it almost looks kind of somewhat similar to our rainbow pearl. Looks pretty sweet. All right, so materials used. Materials used in this one, they're all 5% off with the sale that's going on right now, are Caesar Holographic Rainbow Pearl is the Beaches Be Salty. TRW Black Rainbow Blast, it's the reflective heat transfer vinyl, is what we used for the starfish in the wave. Got it? All right, now what we need to do, Facebook, I'm bringing you guys back. I'm going to pop back here. I'm going to answer a couple questions for you guys about what we made here. Let me turn my lights back on back here. And then, after that, we are going to start the TRW Live. But I got to do my giveaways. We're at 293 here. And by the way, just to let you know, even though this part of the training may be over, if we do hit 400 live during the TRW Lab, I'll still give away the full artwork pack. I'll still hook it up. All right, so here's what we're going to do. So some of you obviously knew that or know that our lives normally last around a half hour, okay? And yeah, I can show the shirt. Just to show you kind of from a little bit further away what the shirt looks like. Check it out. There's like our yellowish. Now we're getting kind of our orangish, pink, blue. So as it moves around, if somebody's looking straight at you, they think it's a blue kind of holographic. Somebody's at an angle, now it's kind of a pink, orange, blue, yellow. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right. So, and you can use that, and I'll show you real quick. Oof. I'm moving good. I put it here with Bling Anything. See, there's our blue, there's our pink. Almost gives kind of like a goldish look. I threw it onto a tumbler. This is a test tumbler that I've already put that through the dishwasher now 5 times. So that's the same rainbow holographic on Bling Anything for a tumbler. So we have 268 likes, which means we got 2 mini pack giveaways. I'm going to give those away now, okay? Then we are going to start our TRW lab, and if we get to 300 during the TRW lab, awesome, because then I will up it to a 3rd mini pack. And if we get to 400 live during the TRW lab, then we'll give away the full artwork pack. As long as I'm online, we hit the numbers, we're there. Okay? Here we go. Let me switch over to my screen. Facebook, you won't be able to see this, but Facebook, I'm going to keep you guys here for the lab, so don't worry. Comments. Get your comments in. YouTube, get your comments in now, okay? I'm doing the mini pack giveaways. I always do it on YouTube. Had Facebook hit 100 people, then we would have done it on Facebook as well. So YouTube, let me restore the chat here real quick. And let me pop it back out and bring it over here. All right, here we go. Top name that I highlight is the first mini pack winner. And let me get my phone so I can take a picture of it. Top name I highlight is the first mini pack winner. The name underneath that is the second mini pack winner. And our winners for today, 281 likes. Scrolling through here, and we got this. I got Dara. Take a picture here. I got Dara E and Penny D. Dara E and Penny D. 2 mini pack winners of choice. Make sure to shoot us an email, info@therhinestoneworld.com. Let us know what mini packs you want or which mini pack you want, and they will drop it in your account for you. And by the way, we're at 284 likes right now, so I'm pretty positive that during this TRW lab, we will get to the point of doing at least 1 more mini pack, and we're at 320 live attendees. If we get to 400, and you're still on, you have a chance of winning a full artwork pack. Okay? So, what you guys have been waiting for. And I told you guys on Facebook, I'm assuming if I'm an odds guy, if I'm a betting guy, I'm going to say I'm giving this a Last night I gave it a 50% chance because this isn't something that I've done before. I'm trying to turn off. There we go. This TRW lab, I'm going to give a 50% chance of getting to the point where I think it would be good enough to make and me be happy with it to sell to someone. So here's my plan. I want to see if there's a way, and then you guys let me know if you think it's going to be good. Okay, I think I might have a way to where it could be. But here's my plan. I'm going to get a lot of you guys know about our bling sheets, right? So what our bling sheets are it's a sheet of rhinestones with an adhesive on it and on the back. You cut it with scissors and decorate stuff. So to give you an example, a few things we've done with the bling sheets are things like this. This here is a dog bowl. I literally cut it with scissors, wrapped this entire dog bowl in 5 minutes, and it was done. It probably has 8,000 stones on it. This here is just kind of a koozie, right? Like one of the hard Arctic koozies. Because it's kind of symmetrical throughout it, I was able just to wrap it around, complete with rhinestones. A Apple charger. This took 3 minutes, 2 minutes, wrap it around, and it's done. This one's pretty cool. The picture frame. Just wrap around the picture frame, it sticks to it, and it's done. So to be able to customize stuff like this with these is freaking super cool. Now here's the deal. Is anybody else's comments kind of freezing and you have to refresh? I've had to refresh the comments like 4 or 5 times today already. It's weird. I've never had that. So these are good. Put these back. So what the thought and the plan is, and you guys will kind of see how I do this. I'm wondering if I could possibly cut a template. Yeah, a lot of you guys are having to refresh me too. That's weird. Kathleen. Kathleen said, yeah, the numbers are freezing too. Just hit refresh, like hit the little like round arrow at the top. So just if you see that you haven't seen a comment in a little while, refresh, because obviously there's a lot of people here and there's a lot of comments coming through. So if you're seeing comments not come through, that means that you probably need to refresh it. Right at mini pack time, of course, right? You know that's the way it works. All right, so here's my thought process. And I'm going to do it with sign vinyl just because I want it to be a little bit thicker. The template that you normally cut the heat transfer vinyl with, okay? I'm going to cut out a template with my cutting mat and cut through it, which is going to form a template, which, think with me here, I'm going to lay on the back of this. I'm going to draw a line around it and trace it, okay? And then I'm going to get scissors and cut along that line and the inside circle. Does that make sense to everybody? So, technically, I'm cutting out my template of the rhinestones. So, What issues? Yes, the Black Rainbow is available on the website. If you just do a search for Black Rainbow, you'll see it. So here's where the issues are going to come in. Number one, these are straight lines. So when you cut a curve, it's not going to look awesome with the curve. So I don't think it's going to look perfect off the start, because especially where the seam meets, you're going to see all of those. So what I'm going to do to kind of combat that is I'm still going to cut a glitter heat transfer vinyl with the Bling Anything, because what that does, you know how when the glitter's kind of back behind it, it kind of hides. Like if one stone were missing on this, you wouldn't even be able to tell, right? Just because it kind of blends in with it. However, if I didn't have the glitter back behind it and one stone were missing, it would stand out. So what my hope is if I put like a pink glitter behind this, that will actually kind of hide it to where when the seam doesn't hit perfect. So, like I said, I'm giving it a 50% chance of being acceptable for where it's something that I would sell. That's my guess. Okay? Heidi, oh no, Heidi, what did I forget? Alright, so here's what we got to do that. Let's go ahead and get it started. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to go File Open, and here's the file that we actually used the other day. I'm going to cut it with scissors, but I'm going to use a little bit better scissors. What are they called? Is it Tim Holtz? These tonic scissors, which are a little bit better. No, you don't want to cut it with the cutter, because either way, no matter what you cut it with, nothing that you cut it with. Oh yeah, I'm still doing the cup giveaway. Oh yeah, we're doing the cup giveaway. Because I'm going to announce it today, but I'm going to obviously TikTok the person and everything. I got to keep the heat press off, or I got to keep the heat press on because we got to press Bling Anything. Because we're going to press Bling Anything with glitter, I'm keeping the heat press on. All right, so Facebook, I'm going to flip you guys around so you can see. I know, I did find my good scissors. All right, so you guys can see there. And let's do this. So I don't need the rhinestone version, okay? And we're just going to do the main part of the cup right now. I'll do the other later. I don't want to cut a lot of material if it's not going to work, you know? So remember, this was the craft version, so it's mirrored already. So, do I want to mirror this? I'm going to cut two of these, okay? One of them is going to be my cut that I'm using for my template for drawing on the back of the stone. So I don't want to mirror that one. Does that make sense? So I'm coming over here to my vinyl overcut, and I'm just going to click there. So this is the one that is now not mirrored, because this was already mirrored. I know it's confusing, right? So just so I remember, I'm going to label them. That one is for my vinyl, and this one is for my stones. So I'm going to cut this one first. So Facebook, I'm going to bring you guys over here so you can see how I do this. And YouTube, I'm going to keep you here for right now because we got to put it on my mat first. So let me grab my large cutting mat. So this is our big 12 by 24 inch cutting mat here. And I need to grab The only reason I would normally use, if you could, just a piece of paper. The only reason I'm using sign vinyl is it's a thicker material, and I'm going to actually keep it on its carrier sheet too. And what that's going to do is it's just going to last longer for me. Okay? So I don't need a ton of material. I'm going to say probably right around here will be plenty. And luckily this material is so inexpensive. And then I'm going to drop this down here. That looks good. Let me grab my squeegee here. And I'm just going to kind of squeegee that onto my cutting mat. All right. Let me flip over to the production cam. My bad, my bad. I got you. There we go. So now what I want to do is I'm going to load this in. Pull it off here a little bit. Give myself room in the back. And I'm going to go edge to edge so I can cut all the material. Drop that down. And I'm going to go 2 for current position. Looks like a chain. So, hold on. My intensity just went down. I need to bring it back up. There we go. So I'm going to bring this to the top here and hit origin. Now, coming back over to my cut here, I'm going to go launch and cut plot CM4. And it's already rotated for me. And I'm going to do a force of about 22 because I want to cut through it. Okay? And I have a speed of 40. So let's go ahead and hit send. Hopefully it's wide enough. Looks like it was. Good to go. So let's bring this over here. Bring you guys over with me. Facebook, I think you guys can see down here, right? There you go. And then I always like to kind of roll this off of my material. And what that allows is for all of that paper to not stick to my cutting mat. So, cutting mat is done. There's my template. You can see all the pieces just fell off perfectly. Pretty sweet, right? So there's that part of my design. Now, I should just cut the glitter, but it's literally going to be a 10-second cut. So I'm going to work on this part first. So here we go. And again, telling you guys, I've never done this before. I honestly don't even know if it's going to work at all. I don't have a clue. But there's only, the way I look at it, there's only one way to find out. Is it already? I figured that, Paula. Remember I told you. Okay. Real moment here. Facebook, look at me. When I was on Facebook last night, did I not say, I guarantee you that the rainbow pearl, what time is it? Yeah, 1:53. Did I not guarantee, someone confirm with me, if you were on Facebook last night, did I not guarantee that the rainbow pearl would be out of stock by 2 p.m.? It's out of stock. I told you. And I also said, for those of you on Facebook last night, don't complain if it's out of stock when you had a chance to get it tonight. So what I'm doing here, I'm just throwing down some spots for some little tape just to kind of hold it down. Just to kind of hold it down in areas, and then I'm going to trim around it. Yes, I know I did, didn't I? Called it last night. Happens every time. Okay, so let's see. What I'm doing is I'm just... Obviously the tape marks aren't going to get it. But the reason why I'm doing this, as you guys know, these sheets have 18,500, I think it is, 18,500 stones on it. I don't want you guys to waste a sheet. I don't want you to go buy a sheet and try this and it not work. And then you just wasted $30, right? $25, whatever you got it for. So that's why I am doing it for the TRW lab here, so that you don't have to waste money. I waste money. And don't ever think of it as a waste, because you're obviously learning something. All right, so what I'm going to try to do is pull this up now. Oh, shoot. Almost forgot my inner circle. There we go. Pull this up. And now I can see it to where I need to cut. Okay? So where'd those good scissors go? Over here. Got my good scissors. Let's give it a go. Again, I know it's not going to cut it perfect. Okay? We've already come to that conclusion. But will it cut it good enough with the glitter behind it? I mean, it's going to cut easy. I know it cuts easy. That part I'm not worried about. I'll show you what I mean by it's not going to cut perfect in just a minute. You can see how easy it's cutting through it. So think, if I were cutting in straight lines, just to do around like the dog bowl and stuff like I showed you, this would be super simple, right? As easy as it cuts through this. And then let's do, and I'm just going to cut through to the top there so I can get this out of the way. Obviously, we're going to use that for other stuff. And let's get our top part here. I think stuff like this is probably my favorite thing to do. And just I love having the thought of not knowing if it's going to work or not. And then trying to figure out how to make it work. Okay, saving that, because I can use that for different things. And then for this part, what I'm actually going to do, 100%. If you're doing it on a straight mug or tumbler, just to let you know, super easy, right? I mean, I'm talking in a matter of minutes, you put 10,000 stones on a tumbler. It was kind of like that, the koozie, the Arctic koozie, the metal koozie that I showed you right as we started here. That's an example of, if it's just basically a straight line, this bling sheet, it does not get any easier than this. I'm doing probably the hardest thing I've ever tried to do with this material. See, it cuts like a pretty good circle. Where the issue comes in is, see how you see like the little jagged areas? Because it's straight lines. Does that make sense? So looking at this, there's my template. So that type of stuff right there, that annoys me. Because when it comes to a rhinestone design, that means basically, had I done, and you'll see these everywhere, don't get me wrong, but you better not if you have the wizard. But this is basically, if this were a rhinestone design we did a template on, this is either someone who doesn't know what they're doing, which is fine, everybody's at that point, or somebody that's just a lazy ass that doesn't round it so it's perfect. Okay? Same with the edges there. So first thing I want to do, okay, is let me grab my cup here. And I just want to kind of get an idea of how it's going to fit. So I got that there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need the glitter behind it. I can tell already because I am not happy, and I'll show you which part I'm not happy with, the way that line is at the top. Can you guys see it? How it almost looks like steps going down. But as far as it matching up, looks like it's matching up pretty good. But again, that's the other thing I'm talking about. See where that seam, there's no way that seam's going to match up perfect. It'll match up perfect as far as, sorry Facebook, and you guys can see here on YouTube as well. It'll match up perfect as far as where it goes to, but where it's not going to match up perfect is the stones hitting perfect next to each other because it's straight lines cut at an angle. What my hope is that when we cut the glitter heat transfer vinyl here, it's exactly that, right, Pilar? The whole thing, if you're familiar with rhinestone designs, just remember, a bling anything is always a hatch fill. So a hatch fill is straight lines. So if it's all straight lines, obviously you can't cut it at a curve. Even though we could cut it, it's not like the rhinestones are going to form to the curve. The rhinestones are still on a perfectly straight up and down line, right? So that's where it gets hard to make it perfect. You can fill it, you can't, that's the thing, you couldn't fill it with a single row here because, see the way that the steps go? Even doing a single line isn't going to do it right. But what my hope is, having the glitter back behind it where the seam meets, my hope, and this is just my hope is that it kind of hides the stones a little bit almost to where it blends it in. Okay, so now the goal is to find or see, hopefully, oh damn it, this isn't good, to have some type of pink glitter vinyl, and I honestly don't see any. Are you kidding me? I don't have any pink glitter at the house. Oh boy. Houston, we have a problem. Where is my pink glitter? Oh no. This can't be happening. I know, be careful squatting. Come on, pink glitter, show up over here. I don't see any pink glitter. This isn't good. This was not part of the plan here. Oh, that wasn't good. What do we do now? Twinkle, red. Not going to match close enough. Can someone send me some pink glitter real quick? Yes. Bingo, baby. I better not mess up this cut. Got it. This is a pretty damn good match too. A little bit too dark, but I think it'll be pretty good. Alright, do not mess up this cut. I'll beam you up some. Yes, please, Tan you. Hell is having a blizzard. 16 inches, plenty. It's on the way. Thanks, Evelyn. Alright. So, we are going to drop that bit. I should probably do a test cut, right? I'm not doing a test cut. I know, I'm an idiot. No test cut. Let's go. So what I should be able to do over here is... No, let's just... I'm going to pull it from here. I know I should do a test cut, but I'm not. I'm going to mirror this. Boom. So I brought it back to what it should be. And then launch and cut plot CM4. I'm telling you, what will happen, Nancy, is I'm going to do this, and you know something weird's going to happen, right? So I'm going to say probably a force of, I'm going to guess a force of 19. Let's go. I got pause ready. Good. Oh, yeah. And that is how it's done. Hopefully it cut through. I just said that's how it's done. I didn't even test it yet. I can see the cut line, so I know I'm good enough to where even if it didn't cut all the way through, I'd be able to salvage it. What you got for me? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Got it. Beauty. Flip that baby over. Drop this here. Let's see what we're looking like. Good there. Good there. Now, that's looking nice. The one thing that's going to be a little bit weird about this is I'm not heat pressing the stones to this, right? That's the part that's going to be a little bit weird. So I still got to do my bling anything, which I'm going to do now. Let me grab that. Let's get our size we need in our bling anything. Good to go with that. I am going to trim my edges there, and let's go press our bling anything quick. Come on over, Facebook. So, shiny side, dull side. Press into the shiny side. Drop that baby on there. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Flip this over here. Let's drop it down. 312, about 8 to 10 seconds. Uh-oh, what Evelyn said. Yes, Evelyn, that would be a good one. I've said that a few times, right? Alright, so I want to show you guys something real quick just to show you a fix. the material's outside of it right there, outside of my bling anything. So it's pulling up my bling anything, which is about to ruin my design, okay? So it doesn't matter. If you have one or two sides that's going outside of it, that's fine. Just make sure, like look, can you guys see it pulling up the bling anything right there? See that? Just make sure that you get it to a point where it's not pulling it up and it's inside of the bling anything. And then it'll start pulling correctly. But if you just, if your hotfix tape is outside of the bling anything and you just start yanking it, I'm telling you right now, it's going to pull up the bling anything and ruin it. So like even this, my hotfix tape was outside of it. So is it pulling it up? Yes. However, I know that that's a part I'm going to cut off anyway. So as long as I just keep pulling it this way, and then I'm coming down here, as long as it doesn't affect the part where my actual material is, then it's a non-factor. So again, I'm outside the bottom of it there and pulled this way. Okay? So don't start freaking out if that happens, because it has no effect on your actual design. Okay? 95% of the time you'll see me pull it off and it's perfect, but that's because I trim it down perfectly before and make sure none of it's outside of it. So if this happens, as long as it doesn't get all the way to that part, you're good to go. All right, let's flip back. What's up, Mike Glenn? How you doing, buddy? Good there. All right, we're getting close to the moment of truth. And even this far into it, I'm still thinking it's only a 50% chance. I think it'll stick to it. I think that part's going to be fine. The issue is just going to be, do I think it's going to look good enough to sell it? That's where I think we can make a lot of things, but the biggest thing is if you're not making your customer happy, then it doesn't matter if you think it looks good or bad. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of things that you think don't look good too. How many of you guys out there have made a shirt where a customer wants like specific colors and you're like, oh my goodness, this is the ugliest freaking shirt I've ever made? And then you're like, okay, I'm going to make it. That's what the customer said. And then the customer comes in and freaking loves it. You know when the customer doesn't love it, and I've done this plenty of times, you get ready to make a shirt and you look at the colors and you're like, oh my God, this is the ugliest shirt I've ever seen. And then you change the colors because you think it looks better. Your customer's going to come in not happy, blame it on you, and say, those aren't the colors that I asked for. Right? And I'm sure a lot of you have done that. I know I've done that before. They're paying the money. It's not what you like, it's what they like, right? Do not, and this is the other thing I would recommend for you guys, do not try and talk your customer out of a specific color or design. I would give them a recommendation. I would say, I want you to pick whatever you want, but I think this could possibly look better. But at the end of the day, let them decide and you make it. Because if you change it, they're blaming it on you and they're going to want you to remake it. And I'm sure most of you probably agree with that, right? And believe me, no, the customer is not always right. but they are definitely not always right. We just kind of have to make them feel like they're always right. Big difference there, right? Between them actually being right and us making them feel good and feel like they're right. Sometimes you just got to make them feel good, right? Heck yeah, if they're paying for it, they get exactly what they want. But when they choose what they want, don't try and change it on me. All right, let's see here. So, knocking out a little water. I'm going to grab my TRW squeegee. It'll kind of hold my cup for me a little bit here. And first thing I'm applying, ooh, I missed a little edge on cutting this glitter. Hold on. Oh, no, that's just the edge. Okay, that's the edge that I re-put on there. So this, and this is where something that's super easy for you guys. If someone just likes glitter and they just want a glitter cup, you can make them this in freaking literally 10 minutes, right? Throw a custom name on it in like silver glitter or something, light pink glitter, and you got a custom glitter cup made for them in 10 minutes. So definitely take advantage of that. And honestly, to me, the Just Glitter cups look super nice. How many of you out there yet or already have made a Just Glitter cup? Look at that seam, baby. Look at that thing match up. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So someone says they want a pink glitter Starbucks cup, boom, I'm done. There's my seam. Not much at all. So the glitters look freaking awesome, right? Here, I'll give you an example of the acrylic one. This is the acrylic tumbler with Just Glitter heat transfer vinyl and bling anything. I mean, it almost looks like rhinestones, right? Yeah, let me adjust the camera a little bit. Boom. Okay, now let's see if this is going to make it look better, worse, the same. I got no clue. All right, I'm feeling it. Let's go. So we're going to do the same type thing. Pull my edge here off of this. And the biggest thing, remember, as soon as you add rhinestones to something like this, make sure you're adding a good amount to the cost of it, right? Because even though you're not technically using the entire sheet of rhinestones for this, you're using a lot of it, right? I can do the same type thing. Same type thing I do with the other. Look at how sticky this is. This adhesive is awesome. Like, it's almost too awesome. It ain't coming off. Good there. Good there. All right. Come back here. I'm going to go... I'm not sure if... I'm going to go a little bit of a spray on this just so my adhesive isn't quite as strong off the start. And... let's see here. Let's see. I feel like that's pretty close there. Let me wrap around this way. That's getting pretty close there. I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to commit to this and see what it does. So, let's wrap this. around here. Again, just kind of making sure it's staying where my glitter vinyl is. And then opening up this side. And wrap this to here. And again, you can stretch it a little bit if you want. So kind of stretching that out a little bit. And we now have over 10,000 rhinestones. Over 10,000 rhinestones on this cup. Now, the next question is, and I'm looking at this on the back, does this pass the test? Let me bring you guys over here. I'll show you. Facebook, let me bring you guys over this way. And I want to bring another one over to show you. Okay, here we go. So, moment of truth. Let me flip you guys around camera-wise. Moment of truth. We're done with this. Probably over 11,000 stones, okay? The edge around the Starbucks cup doesn't look bad. What's cool that you can do, like there's an extra stone right there, I could actually just grab that stone and say get rid of that one. And I can just pull a couple of the extra ones that are kind of really standing out. I can get those out of there, okay? But seam-wise, even with the glitter back behind it, I'm not super happy with that. Not super happy with that. I wouldn't worry about the top as much because of this. When you throw the lid on, that top's hidden anyway. So that the top is a non-factor to me. Okay? But end of the day, I like the color too. At the end of the day, because I still had to put the glitter back behind it, okay? I still had to put the glitter back behind it. How much time did I save myself? How much time did I save myself? Does it look good? It does. Okay? The orange and pink looks awesome. Orange, pink, and green looks awesome, doesn't it? Let me get rid of that orange. That's making it look even worse. So here's what I'm thinking with it. No matter what, I need to cut the glitter. No matter what, I need to use bling anything. And I need to use one of our big sheets. I need to trim around that big sheet. Here's one of the biggest things, I think, because I know some of you have problems with it. When we do it this way, we only have to line up one template, right? Because the rhinestones are adhered to the bling anything and the glitter, right? On this one, probably for a lot of you guys, the most difficult part is lining up the template and getting it straight, right? So with this one, I have to line up two templates. What's up, Pilar? Why are you doing $2? Because I wasn't seeing your question. Just keep typing. 20 ounce tall skinny tumbler that straight style. There you go. I'm gonna go buy one of those later today, and this would be the 1000%. This would be better because you wouldn't even need to put the glitter behind it. Thanks, Blar. But and no need for the $2, but thank you. So yes, exactly, Stephanie, and I'll show your comment. Even though you put money signs, the taper is the ass kicker. I agree. I agree. So, me looking at these two cups, you guys let me know. Me personally, I like the green one better. Because of that right there. That's the green seam. That's the pink seam. Right? Can you see the green seam? A little bit. But had this taken me 5 minutes and this taken me 20, I might say, okay. But since this is probably still going to take you 18 and this takes you 20, this all day. Material wise, I mean, the sheets have 18,000 stones on it. Like, the good thing is, I still have all of this left over from that sheet to be able to still decorate stuff with, okay? So it's not like I used an entire $25 sheet or whatever for that one cup. So I would say you used $15 of it though, right? So me, even though I wouldn't necessarily say it was a successful lab, but I wouldn't say it was a bust. I would say this lab got a 4 out of 10. And I'm not good with a 4. I'm not good with a 8. So, as far as you guys making this, cutting it, and selling it with the work that's involved in it and the cost and material still, 100% I would go with this. Looking at them in person, a customer, 100% of your customers are going to be happier with this one than this one. Because imagine this. Think, right? No, there is no good enough. Only good enough on heat presses. But here's the thing. That part sucks right there, right? Imagine with the bling sheet when you try to do the lid. Circle lid, hatch fill, boo. That angle, that curve that we had to do for this, because it's a hatch fill, right? So, Christy, I agree. The only benefit of this is the kind of hot pink rhinestones. But I still wouldn't even show it to a customer because they wouldn't be happy with that. Lucy, you just need to go to the pack and import the craft cut file. Lucy, give a call to the call center and they can log into your computer and show you. Oh man, Daryl, we've been trying for a long time. We used to have the hot pink and the pinkle. These probably would have been the pinkle stones. We used to have these for a long time, and then all of our manufacturers and suppliers just completely, they turned into crap stones. Like the backs were falling off them, and they only did a Chinese quality, and it wasn't worth it because even though the color looked great, when they fall off a customer's shirt, the customer's mad at you, you lose a customer, and then you come and complain to me because your stones fell off, right? And I say, because they're crappy stones. And then you say, well, why do you sell crappy stones? And I say, we don't sell them anymore. The pink is hard to create, yes. Yes, it is yes, it's a very, very good looking color. All right, so I'm going to call it a successful lab as far as the thinking and the creation of it, but unsuccessful as far as the selling it to your customer base. I wouldn't be happy with that. I'm going to see something real quick. And, oh yeah. You want to see something cool? You know what happens when you have an unsuccessful lab? I'm going to show you. No, I'm not going to give this cup away because it doesn't look good. But what I think I'm going to be able to do is, because this adhesive is so good, I'm actually going to try and pull this off. It's pulling up the bottom a little bit, which is fine. I'll be able to adhere that back down. Pull this off. And come on, baby. There we go. I'll be able to repurpose this for something else. Whether it's cutting a strip for a wine bottle, I don't know, whatever it is, I will be able to use these pink stones. So now I didn't waste them all, and now let me get my Bling Anything material here back with my glitter. And now I have my nice glitter cup back. Looky there. Matt fixed everything. Now I didn't really waste any material in this live. Call it a day. Oh, you didn't see. I didn't switch to the production camera, but what I did is I just pulled it right back off of it. And now I'm back to my glitter heat transfer vinyl with Bling Anything on my pink cup. So now I can finish off this pink cup, maybe accent it with some stones, or throw a custom, what I can maybe do is throw a custom name on it at some point here, and we're good to go. And then this, I'll be able to cut into lines or sheets. I could probably do a couple pick tools easily. I could do a couple pick tools with this. Now I didn't waste all of these stones. All right. So, let me get that out of here. Let me grab our shirt here real quick. Ooh. All right. Oof. Ooh, I just had the first one. First one of the day there. I took a wrong step. Whew. So, the shirt we did today. But, like I said, material sold out now. Evelyn, I like it. Rainbow pearl, black rainbow. Call it the rainbow shirt. Heat press is off. Okay, good to go. All right, so here's what we need to do now. I need to, did we hit 300 likes? We did hit 300 likes, so we got one more mini pack giveaway. One more mini pack giveaway. And then I'm going to pick the TikTok winner. Then I'm going to pick the TikTok winner. So, first thing I can do is mini pack giveaway. Let's bring you guys over here. Go to the screen cam. Get my Starbucks before it gets too watered down. But honestly, and those of you who haven't been in the lives before or a TRW lab, with something like what I did right there, I have absolutely no issue or no ego when it comes to messing something up or being in a live in front of 300 or 400 people and it not working or me making a mistake. Okay, and most of you who have been around me long enough knows that, right? Because I want, ooh, man, I got it there. I want you guys to know that I make mistakes, okay? I want you to know that I'm always trying things. And I would rather waste that $25, $30 sheet of bling sheet than you guys waste $30. Because now that I did that, you guys who might have had that idea of wrapping a cup know exactly what it would look like, and you're like, okay, man, I don't want to do that. I'm going to use my sheet for something else. So hopefully I might have just saved you $30. And if it works, it's freaking awesome, and I share it with you, and I say, yes, let's do it. Sell these. I'm happy with it. I think it looks great. And if it doesn't, like I think that didn't, then I would recommend not doing it. And again, helps you. All right, here we go. Mini pack, winner of choice. We got one more to pick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this person right here. Mike Glenn. What's up, Mike Glenn? Where is my phone to take a picture? Right here. Mike Glenn, you got yourself a mini pack of choice, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Now, I am going to pick the winner for the big prize. The full wrap acrylic rhinestone cup, diamond cut crystal AB with silver glitter, emerald green stones with green grass glitter on the acrylic Starbucks cup. Okay? How I'm going to pick that? On my phone right here on Facebook. Let me switch around to the big cam. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to TikTok. Remember, the TikTok video is where we're pulling it from. So heading over to TikTok now. And we got, have jumped up 10,000 followers in the last 4 days. That's pretty freaking sweet. Here we go. We have 2,072 entries into this cup. 2,072 entries. I'm going to go to the comments here, and then I'm just going to scroll like this. Wherever I stop is going to be our winner. I am going to message that person on TikTok and say, congratulations, you are the winner for the 24-ounce acrylic Starbucks cup. You know what I think would be pretty cool? Do you guys think this would be cool? What if I like it. I'm going to do this. So when you hit the winner, it comes to the comments, right? I can actually click on it. Let me just make sure I still can. I can click on it, on the comment, I think, and I can reply with a video. And then it will post it on my TikTok. And I'm going to say, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. You are the winner. We're live right now on YouTube, and you are the winner for the Starbucks cup. Make sure to respond back, email info@rhinestoneworld.com to claim your prize. You guys ready? Here we go. So, scrolling through, 2,000 2,000 plus comments, and our winner for the full blinged out glitter Starbucks acrylic tumbler is this person right here. I got Lex Loves Bass. Lex Loves Bass. LEXLOVES BASS. So, that could be one of two things. Lex either loves bass or Lex loves bass. Let's see if Lex looks like a fisherman or fisherwoman. I don't know. Lex could love bass or bass. But we're going to go on a live video. Or not live, a response for Lex Loves Bass right now. Video response. I don't know if I've done this before. There we go. Oh no. Ariel's tall cup. Oh no, there it goes. Lex Loves Bass. So that's what I need to respond to. Hold on. It was going to respond to the person that she tagged. Okay, here we go. Good to go. All right. 60 seconds just in case. TikTok, what's up? Lex Loves Bass. Congratulations. We are on a live training right now here in the TRW lab, and we just finished up live training. I'm not sure if you're here or not, but congratulations, you are the winner for the full blinged out Starbucks acrylic cup from the giveaway. We will be giving away another one of these this week. Stay tuned here on TikTok. Lex Loves Bass. Make sure to comment right here. Let us know you were the winner, or email info@therhinestoneworld.com. and your sweet looking cup will be mailed to you. Appreciate all of you that entered. Stay tuned for the next giveaway. Thanks, crew. That's how you do it. It's done. Let's send that. Oh, I got to throw hashtags and stuff on. I'll do that at the end. All right. How'd everybody like it? Good day today? Good day today. Hopefully a good day today. Hopefully you guys learned a few things, okay? Hopefully you learned a few things. And cup, TRW lab, a little bit more of a that, but at least you guys know now. And that's why it's called the TRW lab. They are going to love the cup. I agree. Yes, they are going to love it. So, again, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for spending time out of your day to come hang out with me today. Had 3 mini pack giveaways, which was awesome. We had 4 haters. They can go hate on themselves. And I will be back on Monday for the Silhouette Cameo 4 giveaway. We'll probably have some new packs going on. So stay tuned to that. TRW crew, Facebook, you guys are awesome. I'll see you later. Later, Facebook. YouTube, again, appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for all of the well wishes. The back hopefully will get better soon, and then I can be jumping around and doing my stupid stuff. Right now I'm just falling down, which isn't as good or fun. But good thing about today, baseball is back, baby. Let's go Cubs. All right, crew. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. I'll probably see you tomorrow, so I'll probably say have an amazing weekend then as well. If you are not part of the YouTube channel yet, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more of these live trainings. If you missed the first half of this, head back and you can see how we made this amazing shirt right here. But appreciate all of you. Thank you again. We'll see you guys soon. All right, crew. Later.